So we hook it up to the speaker?
Yeah.
Ah, that'd have been perfect.
You need that special.
Yo, what up? This is Big Cappuccino, the Great Wu-Tang Clan, KOP's on the Swarm.
Yo, what's up, man? It's your boy Bazaar from D12.
Yo, what's good, y'all? This is Doug E. Fresh.
Hey, Redman is in the building. You already know.
Hey guys, this is Emily Peachy.
Shout out, man, to Worldwide Collaborations, man.
I want to shout out Worldwide Collaborations, LLC.
Shout out to the Worldwide Collaborations, LLC.
World movement, beyond thousands of movements.
The world movement, beyond thousands of movements.
All about representing each other together. So check this out.
What's up? You want to be a part of this? You want to be a part of the Worldwide Collaboration?
You guys should all be a part of Worldwide Collaboration.
Worldwide Collaborations, LLC. Check us out, man, and check what's going on, man. Word up. I have recent.
Thank you for tuning in, man. This is yours truly, King Jacob, with the Chatterbox with King Jacob. And we're back on this terrific Tuesday with another starter episode with a superstar guest who needs no introduction. So we're chopping it up, man. So we'd like to welcome to the platform, Tha Real Chuma. What's up, man?
What's going on, man? How you doing?
I'm blessed. I'm doing well, man. Welcome to the platform.
Yeah, thank you.
So, man, yeah, I had a chance to see you perform, live, down in Columbia, man. Mm-hmm. Shout out to iconically Queen. Shout out to her for having a dope platform and bringing artists together and just having a dope environment where people can come and chill and wind down and enjoy great independent artists and just enjoy a great atmosphere. So shout out to her as well. But yeah, man, I had to see you. Man, I seen you kill the stage. I seen you engage with your audience. I seen you have a dope delivery, and I seen you have cadence in the performance while you were presenting yourself to the crowd. So I can say salute you, man. Salute to you.
I definitely appreciate that, man. It means a lot coming from you,
No doubt. So, man, who is Tha Real Chuma, man? If you can explain to a group of people, audience, or music executives and the bloggers and the music influencers, who is Tha Real Chuma?
Okay, Tha Real Chuma is a kid, came out of South Carolina, out of Columbia, South Carolina to be exact. Came up with the Drill High School, graduated from Drill High School in 2008. Was in and out of trouble, but found the right way to go and found music at 23 and just started doing it. It was short-lived because I got shot I think I was 25. Yeah, and I got shot in the face and it helped me back, and I'm partially blind, but I came back to music at 31. So, and now we're just winning contests. We're just blessed up. I can definitely say that much.
Okay, great, man. So you say you started when you was 23. Upon you starting at 23, when you was younger, did you know that you had this gift of music and this gift that you want to share with the world?
Kinda, but not really, man. Everybody was always at the lunch table, freestyling and cutting up like that. But as far as that, I knew that I would be doing this and taking it serious. Nah, because at first I was playing basketball. I had a scholarship at Charleston Southern that fell through, turned to the streets, and now we're doing bigger and better things. And maybe it just wasn't in the cards for me. So yeah.
Okay. So when you made that discovery at age 23, man, how did you know that you had something that you want to share with the world?
It's just really my point of view, man. Everybody that I'm around, they come around and like, damn, I didn't look at it the way you were saying it. I'm like, okay, well, maybe if I can put this in a way that everybody can hear it instead of me just being vocally talking like a what do you call it? They say like a vocal speaker, like a public speaker. Mm-hmm. Instead of me doing it that way, let me put it behind a beat and let me make my vision shown to everybody so everybody could understand it and get a vibe from it as well. Yeah.
Okay. So upon you going into the studio and recording your first record, man, how was that for you mentally and emotionally, man? You know,
Yeah.
because it's one thing to freestyle it, but having that pain and that emotion when you're inside the booth, when you have cadence on the track while you're inside the booth, that's a whole nother different feeling for an artist. So what was that feeling for you?
To me, man, it was exhilarating. It was kind of like I was open and free. It was like when a bird take off and actually get to flapping his wings and just soaring in the air. I felt so free, and then everybody around me was digging it, and everybody was telling me, "Yeah, I could really see you doing this. You already got the image. You already have what everybody is talking about anyway. So why not do it?" And I said, "Well, I'm gonna dive head first into it." I started a little late, like I say, at 23, but I'm capitalizing off of it now.
Okay. And so what impressed me about your performance is your style. Your style was
Thank
such showmanship, such jazz and such charm, nice a nice collared dress shirt with some slacks on, hard bottoms on,
Yeah.
real wavy, bro. So tell me about your style, man, and tell me why you choose why you staying on point like Stacey Adams.
Okay. Well, the wingtip Stacey Adams is a classic. You know what I'm saying? I learned that from my granddaddy and my older uncles, and everybody who came up before me, and I just always was different. I always didn't want to look like nobody else. I didn't want to dress like nobody else. I didn't want to talk like anyone else. And me doing that is just letting you know that everybody here, yeah, they may have on jeans and Jordans and fitted hats, but I'm on the upper echelon level. So I got to present that and show you that. And the clothes will say it, the music will say it, the people who know me will say it, the people who raised me will say the same thing. So that's where it comes from. But it really comes from the old school players from back in the day, man. Like, I got to stay jazzy. My granddaddy always told me, stay sharp, man. No matter what you do, stay sharp. So that's where that really comes from.
Yeah, but I could really man me as being behind the scenes, having a platform and also working with exquisite PR firm and being a judge and having my own blog and things of that nature, man. I really said, man, I said to myself, I said, who is this guy right here? He looks like nobody in the building.
Yeah.
He speaks like nobody in the building. He and he was just laid back in the cut, enjoying the show, supporting other artists but he stands out. So I was like,
I appreciate that, man. I mean,
and the first thing I said, oh, he can't be from South Carolina. That is what I said, bro. That is what I said.
Can I tell you about that?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, man, I hear that so much. People always tell me, where you from? You from LA? You from New York? You from Texas? You from Cross Seas? I'm like, I'm literally from here, but my dad is Nigerian. So that could be the sauce that blends things together to make people think that it's something different. But yeah, my dad's Nigerian, so that's probably where that comes from.
Now that's an interesting thing.
Yeah.
So with your dad being from Nigeria, man, like, tell me how you blend your style of music in to make it impactful to your peoples across seas.
I just got to be honest. I got to be true to who I am. As long as I'm true to myself and true to who I am, it's going to resonate with my crowd or with my audience. I don't go around looking to jump in anybody else's lane. I'm not trying to be no one else. I'm not trying to act like no one else. I'm going to just be authentically who I am, who God raised me to be, and it's going to show. The people going to connect with it. It's inevitable.
Right.
Yeah.
And so I have a few plugs over in the motherland, man.
Okay.
I have a few artists that always hit me up. So have you had the vision where you want to feature an Afrobeat artist on the track?
Of course. That's my roots and soul, so I can never deny that.
Okay. So you already have it in the making, or you haven't got to that point yet?
Actually, I got some new music we just recorded just now that's similar to. So when you hear that, you'll be like, "Oh man, it's ironic that we were just talking about it, and I just did it an hour ago."
Okay. That's dope. That's dope. So tell me, you as an artist, this what I'm gonna say right here, man. And I ain't trying to step on nobody's toes.
Mm-hmm.
You have recording artists and you have professional recording artists.
There you go.
You know, and so for you, how do you as an artist decipher the two?
I decipher the two is, if you're gonna do how I do it, you gotta pay to play, man. Nothing's free. Everybody, I notice a lot of artists come around and they want to work and but they want to do it out of their homeboy closet and rap over stuff like that. No, I'm actually in a studio, a paid studio, professional studio. Sammy Mixing, shout out my guy right here. But yeah, it's all legit official. So you got to put that money in. And I decipher the differences between them when people want to look for something for free and, oh, my homie got a studio at his house and we can just do it. No, I don't down it. If you can't afford it, then I understand. But the professional side comes when you find a way to make it happen.
Right. And yeah, you're right, man. Shout out to Sammy Mixing, man. Sammy Mixing be working, bro. Like,
oh man, he's a genius, man. He's a musical
man.
genius.
He be working, man. Like he's definitely a genius, man, and he's definitely a cat that I think that should have been teaching audio engineering for a long time ago.
Definitely.
You know, I even think that he should have a contract with the public school system. See, because one thing I can say about this right here, about kids, about these Gen X kids right now.
Yeah.
These Gen X kids want to learn, you know, mixing, mastering, audio engineering. They want to learn graphic design. You know, they want to learn a trade because they'll tell you quick, man, I did what I did in high school. I just want to get a trade. Like, I'm not a 4-year student. I don't want to go to college. I just want to have a trade where I can make a decent living. And so, you know, audio engineering, like music is a universal language. So when you deal with your hip hop and R&B, but you also deal with rock, jazz, blues, Southern soul, country, gospel, contemporary Christian, you know, soft rock, heavy metal, you know, grassroots, you know. So when you are a music connoisseur and you understand the value of all levels of music, that makes you a way better professional artist than most. If you would agree with that.
I definitely agree with that. That's definitely the truth. I get a lot of different influences from all different kinds of music. So I got so many different types of friends. I just don't have hood homies. I got suburban kids that's friends of mine. You know what I'm saying? So anywhere you can put me, I'm comfortable. So I listen to that music and I can take something from it and gain.
Right. So with you being in the music industry for a few years now, man, came back at 23 and, you know, you kind of got your foot all the way back in the door now. So what's the most influential thing that you have learned about the music business?
Most influential thing I've learned about the music business. You got to be patient, man. Just because the opportunity is there does not mean the opportunity is for you or that it's a good opportunity. So you need to be patient and focused. If you stay down and be patient and focused, I don't think you can go wrong.
Oh man, okay. And so with you working with Sammy Mixing, man, and with him being a great you know, engineer, a super dope mixing and mastering engineer. So what people got to understand, you have a recording engineer and you have a mix and mastering engineer. But if you have one man or one person that can do both, whew,
yeah,
whew,
yeah,
man, you got some serious. So with you working with him, man, and you doing stuff with him, man, when you listen to the rough mix, you listen, you know, to the solid mix, and then you listen to when it's mixed and mastered.
Yeah.
How do you break down the layers of the mixing and mastering from an artist standpoint of view?
From an artist standpoint of view, you got to know that the rough mix is exactly what it's called. It's the rough mix. So you can, a lot of times I like to record and then I'll take it home with me. I'll let it live with me. I'll listen to it multiple times and see what I could do better there, or see what I could do better here, or should I even do it? You know, so I'll mix them all together and take my time with it, and then we'll come back and we'll have to, if we have to do another part, then we'll do another part. I'm not one of those artists that needs to be like, oh no, this is the way that it's supposed to be and it's done. No, I'm easy to work with, man. If your opinion is better than mine and I hear it and it sounds good to everyone, then we with it. We're on board.
Okay. So give me your top 5 artists in the state of South Carolina and how they have been influential to your process.
Okay, well, number one.
When I say influential, you can listen to them and you can think of a song that you guys can do together and you know how it will reach the masses.
Okay, well, number one, I got to show homage and pay respect first. Got to say Black Jack, you know, because he's definitely showed us the blueprint on how to do this. When it comes, I actually went to school with him. Like I said, I went to drill with him, so I know everything that he's talking about is legit. So I got to give him number one. Number two, it's a good question, by the way, too, man. I like that.
Thank you.
Nike Town Jew. I got to go with Nike Town Jew. He's a very solid guy. Him and my brother, yeah, real tight. So, yeah, I got to give it to him. And he's a freestyle artist, too. Like, he can really get busy on the battle tip, you know?
Okay.
So, yeah. Man, besides myself, Bobby G out of Casey. I got to give him credit, too. He's a real solid guy, man. Musically, he hears things that people don't hear. And we'll be listening to something. Did you check that out, man? I didn't even look at it that way he was looking at it. So, got to give Bobby G number 3. Number four. South Carolina. Who you think, Will? Yeah. Yeah, Cusco the Fool, of course. Yeah, I don't know how I forgot him. Yeah, Cusco the Fool. Yeah, he definitely tough too. So.
Okay.
That's number 4. Oh, you one more?
Owe me one more.
Oh, you one more. I'm gonna just put me in there, man. You know, yeah.
Okay.
I hate to put myself at a 5, but hey, yeah, that's what I got.
So the reason why I asked you that, I have you on this podcast tonight. So I'm going to highlight South Carolina artists, and I'm going to bring them on the platform. So I'm gonna need you to message me those name of those artists and how to get in contact with them. And they can know that without you being a plug, they will not be on the platform.
True
you know what I mean? So now another thing I'm asking you, and I'm glad Sammy Mixing is in the studio with you.
Yeah, he's right here.
Top 5 female artists. They don't have to be hip hop. They can be hip hop, R&B, country, jazz, blues, southern soul. Top 5 female artists and how they have kind of catapulted their level of a professional artist and made people realize who they were. You know, now people know who they are and people love their music. Your top 5 female artists in the South Carolina area.
Oh man. I got to go with Fat Mama. Yeah. I got to go with number 1, Fat Mama. She's a dope artist. She's a dope. That's a tough one. Can I get back to you with that one?
Yeah, sure.
Perfect.
So, okay, with you, man, who has been your top 5 influential artists that you kind of like follow their blueprint or follow the module about them, or they just your favorite artists, the way they write, their delivery, their cadence on the track? Like, who is your top? Okay, go ahead.
In the industry?
Uh-huh.
Okay, Big Sean, man. I'm a big fan of Big Sean.
Okay.
Lyrically, man. Hey. Yeah, Big Sean. Got to go with Kendrick. You know, he Kung Fu Kenny. He just go crazy every time. J. Cole, of course. That's a
Okay.
Carolina connection right there. You know, we got to get that going too. And J. Cole, if you watching, yeah, we need that collab on that. Yeah. So that's 3 in the industry. I'm just really doing my generation area, you know, because everybody,
Okay.
we already know Wayne and T.I., you know, Hove and all those. You got to pay homage to them. But when it comes to what I really do, and just off influential, I have to say Wiz Khalifa. That's one of my big inspirations as well. So, so what we got? We got 4. I need one more. Oh man, one more. That I'm influenced by.
Yes.
I'm gonna say me, man.
Okay.
I hate to be like that, but yeah, I'm gonna say me.
So I'm glad you said that. So I'm gonna give you my top 5 artists that I would love to see you do a track with at least once in your career.
Let's hear it.
All right. I would love to see you do a track with Hopsin.
Who's that?
Hopsin.
Oh yeah. Okay. Good business. I can see that.
I would love to see you do a track with Rhapsody.
Oh yeah. She hot.
You know what I'm saying? I would love to see you do a track with Joey Badass.
Okay. With some conscious tip.
Yeah. I would love to see you do a track with Gates.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you know, last but not least, man, I would definitely love to see you do a track with Schoolboy Q.
Oh yeah, man. That's a good selection too.
Yeah, because you know, I tell people, Kendrick is lyrical, but I think Schoolboy got more cadence on the track. He got more of that vibe that gets you in the mood that, you know, like you can kind of roll up to this and you can sip on some yak and you can groove, you know what I mean?
Yeah, maybe because it ain't so astronaut, you know, like Kendrick be on another planet, so some people can't really get with it, but I definitely salute it. But like I said, I understand what you mean with Schoolboy Q, though. He is tough. I like both.
Right. Yeah, Kendrick is the new Andre 3 Stacks.
Yeah.
He's the Andre 3 Stacks of the Gen X generation.
Good business. That's high. You know, Andre is a legend icon in this music business. So that's a good, that's perfect.
Right. And so now let's talk about how many singles do you have out right now?
Oh man. Man. How many singles do I have out? It's a lot. That's why I said that.
So what 3 singles are you and your team running with right now?
Right now we're running Chuma, you know. It's a strip club anthem, you know. It's totally different. Not the same thing you would think. You have to check it out. It's not exactly the same mode or lane that everybody would think a strip club anthem is. But you know, Feeling Me is one of those songs where I had to really show that I really do this, man. I really rap. I don't know what other people or people thinking or people, you know, what they've heard or whatever, but I really do this. And so that was one of the tracks that I actually had to show and prove that. So Feeling Me, you know, and the crowd favorite, man, is One Night. That's one I performed at the Carolina Got Talent. And that really gets everybody going. So yeah, those are my top 3, I would say right now. But it's a lot more coming, so you know.
Right. So you know, with the team that you had, man, you guys are you guys doing a nationwide radio campaign?
That is soon to come. I'm glad you said team too, because some people think that it's just the artist and one other person. No, this is a conglomerate of people. So it definitely takes a team. So I'm glad you said that. But yeah, we're definitely looking into that in the future.
Okay. And so with that being said, man, with you having such great records, man.
Thank you.
Have you guys applied to get your music license so the records can go in film, TV, video games, documentaries, et cetera, et cetera?
Definitely. We're coming up with all the copyrights and everything. So we already got that as far as the BMI and everything. All the paperwork is getting lined up correctly.
That's good. Yeah.
Yeah.
So what was your favorite track to record and why?
Favorite track to record and why? Mm.
Well, so let me reiterate. What was your favorite track to record and why? And what was Sam B Mixing favorite track to mix and master?
Well, my favorite was GSM. I mean, it's abbreviated for Get Some Money. And to me, the reason why I enjoy recording it because I know the backstory from it of how that came about. So yeah, it was real fun to hear that back and just to cut up in the studio with the homies and like, yeah, we really getting some money now. So yeah, but Sam B Mixing, what you think your favorite song of mine that you've mixed and mastered so far?
Well, right now we recorded what 5 tracks, 5, 6, 6. Wait, how many did we do the first night? The first night
did 6 the first night.
We did. Wow, I'm already behind. So we did 8 tracks all together so far. Yeah. The track that I'm working on right now, Blue Devils, and it's like, you know, you hear it during the first time. Well, as an engineer now, it's different. The first thing I'm kind of looking for is like quality, making sure all the technical stuff is going right, you know, so I really can't focus on the bars. But when the artist allows me to mix their music, then I can really get into it. You know, sometimes sometimes you could be recording and they say some shit and you be like, oh, you know what I'm saying? But you have to bring yourself back in. But as I was doing Blue Devils, he went in the spiel, and the last time I worked on it was like Monday night. I'm gonna do some work on it tonight too, but I didn't catch it the first time when he was recording, but he went on like a 3-day span, and I'm not gonna be able to recite it verbatim, but it was like the cross, I'll come back to 3 days, or I was risen. It was something in there, and I was like, holy shit, I didn't even catch it the first go around. But that's why, like, because engineering has ruined my life, man, to the degree that like I'm more technical with music now, and it takes me a little while, and you have to be phenomenal for me to get into your music, you know. So man, like, he definitely says some things in between his bars. Like, he don't just says fillers. Like, every word has a purpose. This ad lib is here for there, that, or, you know, everything has a purpose. Everything has a place.
We're not buying bars, basically.
Like no fillers. Yeah. Like no fillers. He's just not trying to fill up a song with words to keep the crowd moving. Nah, it's messages, it's meat, it's food, it's life inside of his music. And for the few songs that I heard that I didn't record, just going through his YouTube, you know, he's very talented, man, very wise. Very wise.
Thank you, man. I appreciate that. That means a lot.
Let's go.
Like, so far we only recorded like 8 songs. Right now I'm just mixing 1. So yeah,
okay.
First time working with him this year, man, and it has been a blessing. Like it was very difficult because he's a good artist, man. So it's kind of like, shit, I don't even want to fucking record. I just want to sit back and hear him spit.
Yeah, he is a dope artist, man. Because when I heard him at the showcase, man, I was like, man, who the fuck this guy is, bro? Like,
I appreciate that, man. That means a lot. I don't take that lightly either, man. I really don't, because I know the time.
And that's literally what I said in my mind. I was like, who the fuck this is, man? Like, what? Do he belong here, or like is he just is he just a head? Is he a headliner that flew from out of town, but he just didn't go because he didn't want to shut the show down? Like, that's the type of shit I was thinking.
Yeah, and like, and he didn't perform early. You know. So a lot of things had to go on, and he was still able to bring that energy to the crowd. You know.
Yeah.
So,
and that's every time, man. It's every time.
Yeah, man. But I really salute you, Sam, and salute Iconic Queen, man. You know, for y'all really merging up and hooking up and her definitely bringing you, man. And you know, I think it's a blessing. I think it's time, you know, for the whole South Carolina market to have a sound that can't be denied.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And you know, once you have that sound that can't be denied, and once you got a conglomerate of artists, you know, I'm the type of person that I take 12 artists to one label and knock down the door.
Yeah.
And we need to get all these signed today.
Definitely. The talent
You know
is,
what I'm saying? I mean, you got to knock down doors, man, you know, because as long as you let them play with you, that's what they'll try to do.
Right.
You know what I mean? Yeah, so you got to knock down doors. So, man, now let me ask you this, you know. When you, cause you're a bar spitter.
yeah.
So, you know, when you spit in bars, man, do your emotions change on some bars, or do the emotional presence and the mental presence stay the same, or does it fluctuate? You know,
It
and it
definitely,
depends on. Go ahead.
it definitely fluctuates, man. It's some things I may really, I mean everything, but some things I might not mean it as much as I mean this. So I don't let you know aggressively, this is what it is. And on certain things, I'm gonna just, yeah, this is what it is. But you know, we ain't really too tripping on that. But yeah, it definitely fluctuates.
Mm-hmm.
I think that brings something to it as well, instead of just going intense the whole time across.
Okay, so upon Sam being your engineer, what R&B artists and what hip hop artists do you see yourself doing a track with that's in the metro right now?
Well, my homie T Mac, man, I gotta give a shout out to T Mac. He's when it comes to making beats, when it comes to singing, when it comes to writing songs and actually constructing a song. A lot of people don't realize that music is just not you just saying a bunch of words. It's a process on how you layer and come up with a method for a song. So yeah, T Mac have to be one of the ones. Definitely.
Okay.
Definitely.
So what about on the female side? Which female you want to do a fire song with?
Anybody who's willing to work, who's really taking it serious. If they're taking it serious, then I'm definitely with it. Yeah.
Okay. That's dope. So upon you just working, man, and just, you know, having that positive energy, how has, you know, because it's a lot of stuff you can talk about in your music because you've been shot, you had to start all over again. So it's like, how did being shot, man, kind of impact your life on a whole different level, where it just kind of opened up your eyes to see some things, or like what is your mental capacity after being shot and still being able to have a testimony and stand on top of it?
It's actually empowering, man. I think it's the best thing that happened to me. It may sound crazy, but I think it's the best thing that happened to me, because I was going down a road that it was going to be dead or in penitentiary. So this pumped the brakes, and it actually gave me a chance to take some time out and really digest and be with myself and really get to know me even more. You get what I'm saying? Get to know me better and look through different point of views on everything. So I really feel like this was one of the best things that happened to me. And I actually became a better artist after getting shot. Like, I hate to be that get shot rapper, because that's not what's going on. Like, yeah, not at all. But and I barely even really talk about it. I'm not one of those rappers that's pushing, yeah, I'm a tough guy. Yeah, I got shot in the face with a shotgun and I survived. No, we're not doing that, because we on some positivity, keep on pushing, and we're going to strive and prosper. You know? So, yeah, it helped me, though, I believe. I don't look at it as a...
Okay. That's great. You can see something positive in it, and which, you know, we're definitely glad that you're still on this side of the dirt, man. I salute you. I commend you, man. That means that God has a greater purpose for you.
Exactly.
And so, you know, definitely follow that purpose. So with you surviving that, and, you know, we have to inspire to stay inspired. So with that being said, man, as far as community structure, community development, what are some things that you want to do in the community that will be impactful?
Help the kids, man. To me, that's the biggest thing. I got a song that's what Sam was talking about. Blue Devils, the song Blue Devils. It's actually about money and how you can impact the kids. Like I am a Mason. I'm a Freemason. So, and I say it proudly. And it's all about God and helping everyone, helping the people that you can help in the community. Some people don't want it, some people will, but it's not about how they view it. It's about your intent, your passion that you have for it. So really with me, man, it's the kids all the time. Whenever I'm around, I'm asking them what they want to be, what they want to do, and how can I assist them in that, So that's the biggest thing for me is the youth.
Okay. So what you saying you want to help the youth, man? Are you talking about mentorship programs? Are you talking about, financial literacy programs? Are you talking about reading literacy programs? And are we talking about you having a nonprofit that where you give a $5,000 scholarship to 2 kids every year? So how far do you want to go?
The nonprofit and the mentorship. Because I feel like that's the most that gives back, So the mentorship and the nonprofit, to give them something to do, man, especially whether it's over summertime or if it's whether during school, if it's something like that. Me and a lot of my Mason buddies, we definitely do a lot for the community. So, yeah.
Okay. That's great. That's great, man. So, with that being said, man, let's talk about the music business and when you are in the music business.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the hate that you get as far as people who you didn't know that was watching your every move, but now since you're doing this, that, and the third, they claim that you think you better than everybody. But it's just you just doing you.
I know exactly what you mean. About that, man, I've always been hated since a little nigga. So the hate is I'm used to it. And a lot of people don't think I should be where I am because I got shot and I'm legally blind and think that I'm going to use that as a crutch and say, well, I'm going to just be down here and live down here. Nah, I'm cool with it. Like, I understand you want to watch my videos and you want to say, oh, he really ain't this or he really ain't that, or I remember when. But when you talk to those people want to do music. They want to do music and they're not doing music. They're not they want to do it, but they want somebody to give it to them. They don't want to actually do what I'm doing step by step, inch by inch, foot by foot. So when it comes to the hey, I'm used to it, man. We're resilient over here. God got us. We backed by God. So yeah, we've been used to that. That ain't nothing.
Right. So what's the most interesting thing to me is how somebody can say you would use being legally blind as a crutch to catapult yourself in the music industry. Boy, look here. If that ain't some of the most dumbest shit I ever heard in my life.
Hey, the devil is real, man.
Man, nobody in their right mind want to be legally blind, man. No. Like that's something that you have to live with for the rest of your life. And they don't know the type of battles that you have internally and externally on dealing with the situation.
Yeah. And one thing too, man, I want to shout out Meredith, man. Meredith was my counselor, man. Yeah, my therapist. Yeah, she the truth. So I want to shout her out as well. I can't forget that.
No doubt. Yeah, shout out to her as well. And so don't nobody know what you did with externally and internally, man. Yeah. With like being legally blind, with having to navigate a certain way where people don't understand that you have to navigate a certain way, man. So talk about how you had to change your whole direction, man, with, becoming legally blind, man. So how has that journey been for you?
It's been rough, man. When this first happened, I was really Ray Charles blind. Like I couldn't see nothing, like all black. But I've had 17 eye surgeries, and it gave me blurred vision, what I have now, and I could see good enough to get around, to move around, but things as far as reading, as far as driving, like everything is blurred to me. So those are the things that I had to re-navigate and readjust and remove around to see how I could make myself better. And I got a great family, man. I have a great foundation. It's not just me. You know what I'm saying? Shout out mom, shout out dad, shout out my lady too. Yeah, all that. But yeah, I got a great foundation, man. So that really kept me and my sister too. Yeah, my older sister. Yeah, she everybody made sure that I was good. And I had friends and homies who was, made sure I was always good. So when I'm moving around the city, I know how I'm moving. I'm not just out here blind and just don't know what's going on. It actually opened my mind up with me losing my sight. So, but yeah, I can see, but like I say, it's blurred vision.
Right. Okay, so with you being in Columbia, South Carolina, man, and we know Columbia can sometimes be a war zone.
Yeah.
And what do you want to see in your city, and how do you want your city described in a more positive light, and in a more light where it's warming, it's inviting, and you can, like how do you want the whole city to rebrand and restructure itself?
I wanted to rebrand by unity, man. I want us to really come together. I know that's cliche, but I really mean that. I don't want just because you from this side that you can't come to that side, or not saying that you can't, but that something may happen if you were to, and I really want to build up, man, to make it a bigger city. Because to me, Columbia is too small, man. It's a real small. It's the capital of South Carolina, but it's small. So we need to build up something. I don't know if we need to talk to the governor, the mayor, somebody, but we need to branch out. We need to get this thing a lot bigger and better. But hood stuff, hey, that's gonna always be that, because you got some people that are just content and happy where they are, even if they're at the lowest point. You know what I'm saying? Or what people may consider the lowest point. Some people don't want to strive. Some people don't want it to be better. So that's on them. But we're gonna stay positive at all times.
Okay. And so, with that being said, man, do you have what we call social sessions, where you and a group of people get around and talk about the structure and the change that you guys want to see, and come up with a strategic game plan, man? Is that something that you open to, or is that something that you're working on?
Something we already got going on with me and my Mason brothers. So
okay,
yeah.
That's dope. That's dope, man. I'm glad to hear that, man. And so, upon you, having this journey of being shot, then having to learn how to do a lot of things over again, and getting into this music business, man. Is there a chance for you to get into the film section as well?
I will never say never, but I'm so focused right now that if the opportunity comes up and it makes sense, then I'm with it. If it doesn't make sense, I'm not just jumping. No. If it makes sense, yeah, definitely.
Right. Okay. I can dig it, man. But you know that
I can see you in that part, or I got a movie that I'm doing, and I can see you as the and the paperwork is right. Then yeah, if it makes sense, we can do it. Yeah.
Okay, my man. Okay, I can dig that. So, with that being said, man, can people request any of your records on the radio station, the local radio station in Columbia?
Yes, you can. You can indeed. Chuma. When it comes to feeling me, we got so many that the radio station know what's going on, but they waiting for us to kick down their door as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
So tell people where they can go copy your new single at.
New single on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. Soon coming on iTunes and Apple Music as well. But everything is Chuma, CHUMA. And all the handles on Facebook and Instagram is Tha Real Chuma, and that's THAREAL CHUMA, the Nigerian boy.
Okay, you heard it first, man. I just want to thank you for coming on, man, and gracing us with your presence, man, and just chopping it up with us and giving us the actual factual, giving us the real. So I know that I heard it here firsthand, man, and I just want to thank you and keep doing what you're doing, man, and God gonna continue to bless you, man, and just keep on striving and making others believe in themselves as well while you're on your journey.
Man, I appreciate it, man. I mean that from the bottom of my heart, humbly. Thank you.
Yes, sir. So Sam, I'm gonna holler at your brother, and I'll definitely be giving with both of y'all, man, and y'all have a good night. Peace, love, stay blessed.
Blessed up.
Thanks.
Peace.
The Real Chuma.